guys, how you doing? Welcome to the masterclass session, and today we'll be discussing on how to write a great statement of purpose for graduate school application. This is by Career Shape. Stay with me as we dive into the session, and today we'll be discussing on series 1. Thank you. Statement of purpose, personal statement. What does this really mean? Generally speaking, the statement of purpose discusses your personal purpose for applying to graduate school. It relates your academic, your profession, your leadership, and all. It blends everything together. Your career goal, why your research interest. Yeah, why are you shooting for graduate school? Most of the time when you want to apply to schools in the UK, US, Australia, Canada, and all, they require you to provide a document, and usually that is a statement of purpose SOP, to prove to them that you are the best candidate to be offered admission into the university. So that is what we are going to be looking at today, and I want you to stay tuned and stay with me. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of this. All right. Now let's move to the formal requirements that is needed for a standard statement of purpose. Some statements of purpose actually require response to series of multiple questions, while some require you to just submit a document, one statement, in form of document file, whether docs, that is Microsoft Word, or PDF format. But some questions for some scholarship or some application like chevening, it is required that you provide answers to the series of multiple questions that is being asked on the website or on the platform as a response, and there is going to be a particular range of word counts, most of the time from 250 to 750, around 2 pages. Word is always required, but I will advise you to make sure that your word, the minimum word for your SOP, your statement of purpose, should not be less than 200 word count, and the maximum should be around 600 to 500, 600 to 700. That is actually okay. All right, so you have to pay attention to some details. The standard font must be uniform. You must be able to justify, if it is a document that you are submitting, you must justify it, and I advise you to use Microsoft Word to write your statement of purpose, and use a personal computer. Use a desktop preferably, because you will be able to look at the word counts at the left, at the corner of your Microsoft Word, just down there. You'll be able to see the number of words as you are inputting, typing your statement of purpose. So you'll be able to know the minimum, the maximum. You'll be able to justify, you'll be able to set a standard font like Time New Roman, and keep the margin, the space between the lines, and how you keep them uniform, and you have a neat and structured statement of purpose. So this is a formal requirement, and it is the general accepted requirement all over the world. How you write your statement of purpose for graduate school application is important to have a formal requirement. So we'll be moving forward now. All right, so let's look at the essential of a standard statement of purpose for your master's degree, your PhD, research and fellowship, and all. What is essential? This is a question that you need to ask yourself when you are writing your statement of purpose. A discussion, first of all, a discussion of your preparation and your background. How far have you prepared to pursue a graduate school scholarship, a graduate school fellowship, research fellowship, and all? So how prepared are you? You must be able to highlight your preparation and your background, your research interest, where you're coming from, your goals, your aspirations, what you've been into in the past. So you must be able to bring these things together. And the second thing here is a statement of your area of interest. These are the essential section of your SOP, a statement of your area of interest. Where do you have interest? Is it in renewable energy? Is it in innovation and entrepreneurship? Is it in science, tech, STEM, and how? What is your area of interest? What interests you most? So your SOP should encompass your passion, what you have interest for the couple for the past 10 years. What did you see the consistency in what you are doing? Are you in the fintech? Are you in the the fast moving consumable goods industry? Are you, what exactly interests you? You must be able to bring it together and target your SOP to that particular scholarship or particular opportunity. So a statement regarding your research ambitions. What is your research ambition? Do you want to solve environmental pollution issue? So you must be able to highlight these things. These are the essential key and factors that are important in your statement of purpose. So you must be able to show your research ambition. You must be able to show how ambitious you are about a particular area of interest and the research that you've carried out in the past, and why you need a graduate school application to pursue that particular area of interest, to get more knowledge about that thing. So your reason for wanting to undertake graduate study, what is your reason? I said your area of interest, you must highlight them, one, two, three area of interest, your research ambition, your preparation for that graduate school. So you must be able to show your reason for wanting to undertake graduate study, and give a brief discussion of your future career goal as a leader or as a product leader, as a leader in your community. What do you intend to do? What are your career goals? Are you intending to enter the industry and do some innovations and how? Are you intending to set up an academy? Are you interested in and setting up your own entrepreneurship firm? Are you interested? What are your career goals? Are you interested in going into the academics and help students to help their research skill and all? What are your career goals? So you must be able to give a discussion, a brief discussion in paragraphs of your future career goal. Okay, so let's look at the essential and things, the features that makes a statement of purpose to looks great. So there are basically six things that we are going to be considering here. And the first thing is your statement of purpose must be concise. You know, it must it must have a particular, it must not be too wordy in excess. You must be able to concise your point and aggregate them into paragraphs. It must be well written. That's the second thing. It must be well written. You must be able to use your Microsoft Word very well to shaping your statement of purpose. It must be organized. That's why I said you must justify your statement of purpose. Like, it must be organized. There must be uniform font, uniform space, paragraph, line, paragraph, indentation, a lot of things, a lot of features. So it must be very organized. It must be very organized. And the key factors, the points that will be in your statement of purpose must be relevant. That it goes with being concise. So when you have a statement of purpose and the points or the goals, your interests, ambitions, aspirations, your research interests, the things you've been into in the past, your leadership and all, and you are not putting the main thing that ought to be inside the statement of purpose, then you are missing out, because it must contain relevant information, the key information. You must not write too many things, but you must be able to write the thing that is really needed for that application. You must be able to know what they are looking for and be able to structure your SOP to that format, to that standard. So you must be able to establish your voice. That's the fourth thing. The 15th, sorry. So you must be able to establish your voice. You must be able to tell them, this is why I am best fit to be admitted, to be offered this opportunity, to be given this scholarship. to pursue my graduate school, be it your master's degree, your PhD, your research fellowship, and all. You must be able to establish the reason why you are the best candidate, and that goes in line with the sixth point, which means you must be distinct. When they have 10 applications for that particular opportunity, I just say, like, just saying 10 application now, you should be in the first three, one, two, three. After that, anything can happen to the other people. So if they want to select it, you must be very distinct. That's why it must be relevant, concise, well written, organized, and you must be able to put in the format and all. So you must be able to establish your voice. You must be able to say things that will set you apart from other applicants. You must be able to make sure to put in the best into your SOP, right? Gather your experience, everything together. Gather them together and show why you are best to be given this opportunity compared to other applicants. You have to speak to them like you are in front of your interviewer. All right, so let's move to the next session, the next slide. So here we are going to be looking what should your SOP do? What should your SOP do? Why is it required? Why do most scholarship, you know, why do they actually require this SOP? Most schools in the UK, US, Australia, Canada, why do they require you to have this SOP? You must be able to understand this. First of all, your SOP must be able to articulate a clear, one, realistic research purpose. If you are applying for an opportunity and you don't have a clear goal, you don't have a realistic research purpose that meets up with that opportunity that you are shooting for, then your application might be denied. So articulate a clear, realistic research purpose. Set yourself apart from other applicants. Demonstrate evidence of relevant experience and preparation. You must be able to demonstrate that, you must be able to showcase the evidence that you've had over time and show the relevant experience and your preparedness for that particular opportunity. Convince the committee, the reading committee, the review committee, the selection team, and all. You have to be able to convince the committee of your fit, the reason why you are best, and suitability to the specific program to which you are applying for. If you are applying for a scholarship that focuses on leadership networking, for example the Chevron scholarship, you must be able to show your networking ability, the leadership abilities, your preparedness for the scholarship, your relevant experience for that particular opportunity. It is important. You must be able to convey your thoughts, convey your ideas and it must be realistic in nature so that they can be able to see why, okay, all right, this person really knows what he or she is doing. So it's very important. So let's move to the next slide to get further explanation on your SOP and why it is important. First, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel down there. Subscribe to Career Shade TV for more career pivotal videos, and we'll be releasing many of these. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell icon for more of this. Okay, so let's just look at the component parts of a standard statement of purpose. The first thing in your SOP is your introduction. You must be able to have a capture the reason for shooting for the opportunity, the reason behind your graduate school application. Just give a summary or introduce why it is important in your career and why you are pursuing this opportunity and all. You must be able to show your research interest. You must be able to show the relevant experience that you've had over time, your research experience in doing your undergraduate, and your postgraduate study and all. You must be able to show the research experience, maybe your place of work where you are working presently before you now thought it or like good of pursuing a master's degree or PhD degree to aid your career aspirations. So you must be able to show your research experience, the things that you've been into before, your relevant experience in the industry, in the academic line and all. Then the next thing that you have to look into is your current interests. That is the next paragraph. What is your current interest in line with that opportunity that you're applying for? It must flow together. What is your aspirations? What are your aspirations? What are you looking into presently that really makes sense to you? Your current interest is very important. Then you now look at your short-term career goals in another paragraph. Your short-term career goals, your long-term career goals. These are important to look into. You must be able to articulate your plan in the next 2 years after your graduate school, your plan in 2 to 5 years, your plan in 10 years, 20 years time. Show those things and be very realistic about them. That is what will make them like, this is an asset to really invest in. This is really what we can, this person really knows what he or she wants to do, and we can really invest some certain amount of money for him or her to pursue a graduate school application. So you must be able to give them a statement of your fit for the program, why it is you, why it has to be you, why you are best for this opportunity. Then you give a conclusive or a capturing summary that if they invest in you, if they give you this opportunity, if you had chance to pursue this, you'll be able to achieve your goals and put this together. You must be able to capture the art of the person that's going to review your application. So it's very.
Alright, so I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Career Associate TV, for more career pivotal videos, and also stay tuned on the next section of this particular master class for graduate school application. So we are still looking into SOP. So we want you to stay tuned and stay connected to Career TV for more of career pivotal videos.